Hey, Bob Nolan here with Thought Provokers SOS style. Yes, secret formulas or sacred cows. What would Jesus do? Part 2. I suppose people that are believers in Jesus are all designed and expected to develop into what they call Christ likeness. You know, ethical, moral, brave, honest. And how about that long list of the fruit of the Spirit? Yes, yes, and yes. But there is a difference between becoming like Him and trying to copy Him. I can't think of anything more impossible than trying to copy Jesus of Nazareth. Yeah, I mean Jesus Christ. Now, no offense to the Blues Brothers, but Jesus really was here on a mission from God, and so are you. Yours is different than His, and His was different than yours. Trying to copy Jesus and figuring out what He would do or what anyone else would do maybe comes from a preoccupation with trying to do it right, or maybe being afraid of disobedience. But isn't God your dad? I fathered 5 kids, and aside from feeding and clothing and hugging and kissing and playing, the first few years of their lives was all about obeying. It wasn't just avoiding disobedience, but learning to obey. Jesus had to learn obedience. Even though, as far as I know, He never disobeyed. Now, as the years progressed, my relationship with my kids progressed from obedience to conversation and cooperation. Why is it, or why should it be so different with Dad in heaven? After obedience is learned, you don't need to be ordered around anymore. I can't remember the last time I told one of my kids what to do. They learned obedience, and now they're self-governed. I don't tell Andrew to stop at red lights. I don't call Britt on the phone to tell her to clean her house. I don't tell Patrick to pay his bills. I don't ask James if he brushed his teeth. I can't imagine telling John to show up to work on time. All right. I think I just mentioned all of them. I hope. Each one of them has a different job, different living locations, different directions for each one of their lives. I certainly don't expect or even want them to copy me, but I love them all, and I'm always ready to give them input and be helpful if and when they ask. I think Dad in heaven feels the same way. I used to play my guitar and sing and help other people sing worship songs to God. One of my favorites was, "It's All About You, Jesus." One day I was jogging and singing that song to God, all by myself. Suddenly, now you can believe me or not on this one, I heard God singing that song to me. I was puzzled, kind of shocked. "It's all about you, Bob. My number 1 son is back here with me now. I left you guys here to take up the mission. Yes, all you rascals with all your personalities and all your problems. You are now my plan. My number 1 son had to be led by the same Spirit I have deposited in you. Now get after it. No need to copy, just be yourself and cooperate with me." I still think Dad and Jesus like it when we sing that song to them. I also think they like singing it to us. It's about cooperation more than obligation. What do you think? When the apostle wrote these words, "Christ in you is the hope of glory," I think he was referring to a new deal, a new heavenly strategy. Some people call it the new covenant. Jesus may not have done what I'm supposed to do. Any one of us has a different persona and a different assignment. Your career might be your platform. Your gender lets you do and say things that you might not be able to do if you were the other gender. Your family responsibilities might press you into one thing and forbid you from another. The fact is, you're a son, not a slave. We are all unique and special and designed. Christ in you might do something different than Jesus of Nazareth did when He lived here. You were born for such a time as this. You were designed for people who will be exposed to your life. Jesus isn't here anymore, but you are. And the Holy Ghost is inside you, leading you the same way He led Jesus, by faith. And that's why this is the great formula for going in the right direction, not trying to copy our big brother. Maybe a better question than WWJD is WWYD. What do you suppose the Y stands for? I think that would be you. I'm Bob Nolan with Thought Provokers, and you keep pressing, and you keep walking, and you keep knowing Him. You take care.